you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for coming. It's really nice to see this big come out. So here's all the stuff. So what we will do is David will start reading for about 20 minutes. David Burnell is our feature tonight. And his book is called The Moonlight Shadow. He published it in 2015. And it's about the war, is that correct?
Second World.
Second World War. And then David will read, and then we'll have some open mic, and then we'll have a break, and then David will read for, I'd say, about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll have an open mic. And that'll be the format for the night. So please come on up, David.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Well, thank you very much. It's lovely to see so many people out. All right.
your tallness.
This is my tallness. My latest two books, Nightingale Sang and Moonlight Shadow, have both been about the Royal Air Force in World War II. And I want to stress that they're actually what I call action romances. Somebody said, "Oh, this is just a love story," but it isn't, of course. It's 50% romance, probably 50% action. I'm saying with this one. They're about young men in the Royal Air Force and what do young men think of young women. I'm going to read apart from this one. This is chapter 19 of the book, actually. It can be read independently. What has happened, my pilot initially is a Hurricane pilot. He's shot down in France, and he links up with the French resistance. And this is part of the time when he's in France. I'll start reading now. Prison wouldn't be much worse than this. The thought passed through Forrester's mind as he stared out of the library window. It had been 10 days since he arrived at the manor house. André and Charlotte had left 3 days ago. Marcel had been as good as his word and had fitted them out with new papers, money and some travelling clothes. They would be in Orleans now. Better late than never. The library door opened and Forrester was relieved to see Marcel enter the room. Marcel never lost his efficient, businesslike manner, but he spoke excellent English, and he was someone for the stranded pilot to talk to. "Any news of when I can leave?" he asked. Marcel shook his head. Since those 2 men went missing, Kaufman has centered his activities in this area. We can't move anyone or anything until he's distracted elsewhere. Well, let's distract him then, countered Forrest. Easier said than done, mon ami. To distract him elsewhere, we have to travel elsewhere, and in these days, travelling is dangerous. Can I help you? Forrester's voice adapted a pleading tone. I'm stuck here day after day, bored stiff and going out of my mind. Don't talk foolishness. You're lucky to be in this place instead of a prison cell, or worse, a grave. You must keep hidden until we can get you back. If you are caught by the Boche, you'll be shot. If you get caught on one of your escapades, you will be shot. If I get caught, I'll be shot. What's the difference? You can do more good for the cause flying for the Anglais than getting shot on some railway embankment. Railway embankment? Who said anything about a railway embankment? Marcel looked embarrassed. You never heard that and you know nothing of it. He turned away and made to leave the room, but he stopped at the door, deep in thought. He looked back to Forrester. Can you drive? Of course I can drive, Forrester snapped. What about a 3-ton camion? Forrester found. A 3-ton truck? Marcel nodded. Oui. No problem. Unfortunately, I cannot drive and I'm short of a driver. We may have to cancel. Forrester's eyes lit up. I'm your man, he said. Let's go. Marcel held up his hands. Hold on, he said, smiling. I will come tonight after school is finished. I have much to do in the meantime. He turned and left the room, closing the door behind him. The thought of getting out of the manor even for a few hours buoyed Forrester for the rest of the day. Marcel arrived a little after 4:30 carrying a shopping bag and accompanied by the doctor. This is Dr. Girard, whom you have met before. Forrester nodded towards the man. The doctor spoke in French and Marcel translated. The doctor says you had trouble staying away. He opened his shopping bag and pulled out some old clothes. Put this on, not the berry. It's important that you fit in with the locals. He handed Forrester an old black jacket with one pocket ripped, a pair of grey pants with holes at the knees, and a black beret. Forrester donned the clothes except the beret, and Marcel looked him over. Better, he said, now put these on. He handed him a pair of wire-framed spectacles with plain glass lenses. It's okay me looking like this, but the problem will be if anyone speaks to me. I'm coming to that. Take this. He gave Forrester a metal object about the size of a person's thumb with 4 small spring-loaded arms. Slide this into your mouth and position it so it distorts your lips. It will look as if you have a deformity and cannot speak. Forrester looked doubtful at the object. Try it, said Marcel. He placed the device in his mouth, trying it in 1 or 2 places, and at last got the desired results. Good, said Marcel. Now I hand you over to the doctor. The doctor took a camera from his bag and set it up to take a picture. He spoke in French again and Marcel translated. Hold your head on one side. Remember you are handicapped. Forrester did his best and at last the picture was taken and he took out the device. My God, it hurts, he said, rubbing the side of his mouth. Couldn't you have got one with weaker springs? Marcel laughed. You will only have to use it if we run into a roadblock. The doctor packed the camera away in his bag and the 2 men made ready to leave. I will come for you at about 7 tomorrow night.